Jai Shri Ram. There was once a Brahmin couple who were very poor, and the only property they had was a horse. They did not own any land, so the only way they could feed the horse was to cut grass with the permission of the landowner or try to get some from the overgrazed public lands. Every day the wife searched for grass for the horse while the husband went from door to door looking for a tutoring job, usually to no avail. Poverty and hunger aged the couple rapidly, although the horse was healthy and strong due to the kindness and care that they invested in it. One day, Narada Rishi visited the village and he stopped at the couple's door for bhiksha. Even though they were embarrassed at not being able to provide a meal, they greeted him and offered him water, and which was all that they had, only water. When the couple explained their situation, Narada, using his insight, he looked into their prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma, Prarabdha karma is that part of the sanchita. Sanchita is the accumulated karma, all the backlog. Out of that, whatever is currently operating in our lives, that is called prarabdha. The prarabdha is that portion of the sanchita which is now which has materialized, which has actualized, which is what is giving us all the happiness and misery and a particular body and all that. That's prarabdha. So Narada looked into their prarabdha and found that the only property their destiny held for them was this one horse. He also checked their sanchita just to see what else is there, and they saw that there were hundreds of horses lined up, although none would manifest until the current horse was gone. Listen carefully. Until the current horse was gone. Here, if you have intuited and understood, you should have an epiphany right now. See, sometimes when we lose something, we cry over it, and sometimes we worry, and we are sad for years together for having lost something which we held as very valuable, and probably it was valuable too. But what we don't realize is only when that goes, something else can come. So that thing which you hold on to is actually an obstacle, and we don't understand, and that's why we remain poor in several senses of the word. Okay. So Narada realized this. So Narada told them to sell the horse. They were very naturally reluctant. But they knew that Narada wouldn't advise them to do anything which is not in their best interest. So Narada told them that since the husband was a learned Brahmin, his first duty was to disseminate knowledge. He should start a school so that he could house and teach students right in his own house. In this way, the couple would free themselves from the burden of caring for a horse and knocking on doors looking for students to tutor. So with Narada's help, the horse was sold by the end of the day. The couple bought food and announced that the Brahmin would take up. Announced that the husband, the Brahmin, would accept students. People were amazed because they knew how much the couple loved their horse. The sale was interpreted by people in different ways. Most people concluded that all these years they had failed to recognize the couple's greatness and generosity. The villagers believed that the couple had sold their prized possession simply for the sake of providing education to others. What a magnanimous action. They were truly noble souls. People were whispering among themselves, saying, "Shame on us for not respecting their selfless love. We thought they were a burden. We should honor them." So, taking this to heart, someone donated a horse to the Brahmin. Now, following Narada's instruction, he promptly sold that horse too, and used the proceeds to expand the school. Almost immediately, someone else donated another horse, which the couple sold again. And by now, the villagers were convinced of the Brahmin's greatness and selflessness. And so the villagers arrived at an agreement. They wanted to make sure that the Brahmin always had a horse. So each time he sold one, another was donated to him. The school continued to expand. Although the couple's property was still limited to one horse, their poverty vanished, and they were self sufficient, and they lived a graceful, happy life, earning the respect of all the villagers, and they lived up to their own expectations and aptitudes. So, this is an important story which should make you think deeply and stop bothering about things that you have lost. We lose in spite of our best efforts. There are things that we lose in life. Stop bothering, leave it to Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.